Here we go. I think most people know who Mike Tyson is. I'm pretty sure they do. He's a controversial boxer for several reasons. Your biting aside, of course, he was one of the most frightening, strong boxers to fight. He just knocked people out too fast. So it became like, did I just pay who knows how much for pay-per-view, not even tickets to the show, to a massive amount of money to see it on my television, which wasn't very big at the time, small television. And the fight was over in like a minute or less. So that's what this movie's about. Samuel Jackson is playing a version of like a Don King type character. Don King had like hair like he was a manager of Tyson and lots of other boxers, and I don't think he was paying people very well. And it's hard to deal with the fact that you have this guy who, he's going to win the fight. He just is. Who's going to fight this guy? But worse, you have to make it seem like there's going to be a fight if you actually do have somebody. That's what this movie's about. Getting into that situation of finding the right guy, and then the movie having to give you that ride of, oh, well, this guy actually could have a chance. They find a white boxer because what's the audience that they really need? You know, who's the people with money? Often white people. They need people in the seats. They need people buying tickets. They need people buying pay-per-view. And they need Rocky. A guy like Rocky. Also from a poor background. It's like a full, really funny setup. And Damon Wayans, who, you wouldn't think, I think that's why he's well cast, is he's not the first person I would think of to be like a really amazing boxer. But in the film, you get it, but even funnier, he lets himself go so much that you really do think, oh, okay. I mean, this is just eating ice cream up to the point of the fight. And Peter. So and the white boxer is Peter Berg. Peter Berg is now known. Does a lot of action films. He's actually a director now. This film is crazy. It's Jamie Foxx, John Lovitz, Jeff Goldblum. See, if you were all into Jeff Goldblum and he always has this kind of plain and then a renaissance, and I'm sure Ragnarok has made people go, Jeff Goldblum, I gotta check this guy out. He's pretty much set up as just another person to take a fall. I think this is why this movie's so good. It definitely should have him on the front because he is this amazingly charismatic puppet master who's orchestrating this for all the players inside the film, but also us as the viewer. As I talk to people about it, some people have said, that they know the film, it's on TV a lot, but seeing it from from the beginning to the end is actually, I think, pretty important. Taking the ride. It's pretty good. Tyson, man. I mean, he was in his own game. I mean, he's in one of the most famous boxing games of all time, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, which had to be changed because of all the controversy. So if you have one of those cards, it's nice. And he's difficult if you really do make it to the end of Punch-Out. Fighting Tyson, you'll realize is not easy. He is as hard as he is to fight in real life. Now, Tyson has become kind of a big, kind of a star. He like in The Hangover. It was actually a really successful film, which he is there at the end. I mean, he's not the greatest actor in the world, but he has a presence. He's in Ip Man 3. He's in some horrible movies that have recently come out. But I think he's an interesting person. There's worse parts to his controversy. I don't know the whole truths of everything, but if you want to really dip into the day, that's really what this was about. Boxing was a really, really big deal at that point, and it's a good satire of the whole sport. And this is supposed to be Samuel L. Jackson. I usually have a rule, and I kind of break it with the hay plate. And this thing. Usually I like my Samuel Jackson stuff to actually look like him, but I mean, he shot a grappling hook, and at the time, this lightsaber actually lit up, so that was kind of cool.